What's up, guys? Today we are out at the range and I brought with me my Canik TP9DA. This is a gun that I've had for about a year now. It's been a lot of fun to shoot. It's a very reliable gun, and this is another one of the guns that I believe would fall into a budget gun scenario for those of you guys that are on a budget. I know if you had watched the previous video that I did on the Taurus G2C, I talked a little bit about some of the budget guns in that video, and this is one more in that line that I wanted to bring out to talk with you guys about. These guns, even though they are more moderately priced, are nothing to look down on. They are a very reliable firearm. They are a lot of fun to shoot, and that's what we're going to do today. I've got a target downrange at about 15 yards, and we're just going to do just a little bit of shooting. So here we go. Runs flawlessly. This is a great looking gun as well. This is one that's in kind of the burnt bronze, and I really like how that looks. I think that it is a great looking firearm. It's getting a little bit darker out here now, so it's probably going to be kind of hard for you guys to see that, but it comes with basically 18 round magazine. Metgar mags, many of you guys know they're pretty reliable and don't really have any issues with them, but just wanted to bring it out here, show it to you guys again, and talk a little bit about that. You know, as I'd mentioned earlier in the other video, if you had watched it, some of these guns more affordable, but nothing to look down on. Very reliable firearms and a great option for those of you who may be on a budget. Guys, it got a little dark on us out there at the range today, so I just thought that we would come back inside to do the close-up of the Canik TP9DA. Since we have been at the range firing, I want to show you that there's currently nothing in the magazine, and there is also nothing in the chamber of this firearm. This is one that I picked up about a year ago, and I have no complaints about it. This gun has been very reliable. There's times that I will carry it around home when I'm out on the farm, things like that. It works out very well. It feels good in the hands. I'll have to say the trigger on these is something that is absolutely amazing for a striker fired firearm, in my opinion. You can see there the take up, just a little bit of take up. I hit the wall, and then right there is where it goes off. The reset is just as equally impressive. The reset on this particular gun is right there. I mean, it just barely moves between when it goes off and when it will reset. You know, and of course, this being the DA, the double action model, there's some folks out there that may be intimidated about carrying a striker fired firearm, especially one with a trigger like this, and that's where this gun comes into play. And what you can do is you actually have a decocker, to where if I press that, the trigger will go forward just like what you had seen. The first press of that trigger will then be a longer press similar to a double action, and all the way back until it breaks, at which time the action would cycle, and then your follow-up shots would of course be single action. You know, so that is something that is available for some of you guys out there that may not be as comfortable carrying a striker fired gun that has a very light trigger. And there again, it's not super light, but it, I'll have to say, is a very nice trigger in my opinion. The sights on this particular gun, it's blacked out rears, and then of course there is basically a white dot on the front. Nothing too fancy, but they work. They are dovetailed in, and I'm sure that there are various companies out there that will make different sights for these particular firearms. I love the bronze finish of this gun. That was one of the reasons why I really noticed it. I just like the way that looks. It is just a very good looking gun in my opinion. It does have the rail to where you could add some accessories, lights, and that sort of thing. Of course, the slide lock is only on one side. It is not ambidextrous, but it is, something that most people could work with. Just depending on how you manipulate your firearm. Some of you lefties out there may not like that. But it is not reversible as far as I'm aware of. But this is just a close-up that I wanted to do, and as I'd mentioned, guys, it got a little dark on us out there at the range, so I just thought we would come back in here to finish up. But guys, I would love to know your thoughts about the Canik TP9DA down in the comments below. If you are a fan of Canik, I'd love to hear from you. If you're not a fan of Canik, I'd like to know why as well. I know that there is some controversy over what the location is of this manufacturer. There's folks that do not like getting things from Turkey. You can find these on the used market. It just really depends. I know everybody has their views on various things, but this is, in my opinion, a very nice firearm. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Check out all of the rest of the videos on my channel. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to join us if you would like to become a member. We're going to be doing some members-only content in the very near future. You can find a link down below or on the front page of my channel. But guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.